beats. Villainous beats. Villainous.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey, yo, it's another episode of Blurred's Eye View, back again. I'm your man, Chris Fury, the man on the wall. What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing your support. Also, if you really want to show some real support, I want to thank you to our sponsors, Ultimate Wireless. If you go to Ultimate Wireless, it's scrolling right at the bottom there, ultimate-wireless.com or ultimate ULT_wireless_ENT. If you go check them out, go to their website, you get all your techie tech needs, games, wireless chargers, headphones, and more. Thank you to our sponsors out there at Ultimate Wireless. But let's get this thing started because we're closing out our tribute to horror films today. Yes, I know it's early, but our season finale is next Tuesday. So, what can I say? But before we get into that, let's bring my man in. Will be watching. What's going on, Will?
What's going on? How you feel, Fury?
All right. It's Thursday.
It is.
It's still cold up here in Cleveland.
Yo.
It's
You
not
want to
fair.
know? You want to know cold? Cold is, I'm staying with my folks while I'm recovering from my surgery.
Mhm.
The room I was in, there was an air conditioner still in the window,
Oh my God.
and even with my kind of like 0.5 knees between my two legs, I was still the best person to try and remove said air
Oh my
conditioner.
God.
So yeah, it's been
Jesus.
rough.
It's oh my God. That's crazy. That is crazy. I can't. Like I have a winter coat out already, and I'm just like, I want to wear my one piece jacket again. I'm done. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, feeling all the cold in that room right now, right? Like, I just want to wear my one piece, my pirate jacket again. And like I won it in June at BlurredCon, thanks to Geek Closet LLC, and I've been wanting. That was in June, so I've been itching to wear this thing, and finally got it, and got to wear it for like a month.
Cold as hell.
It was just like, it's going to be 36 today. I'm like, you a lie. You a lie. Like with a high of 45. I'm like, no. And then Saturday is supposed to be 70. I'm like, what the hell? It was like, this is clear. This is Ohio weather for you. This is BZ the voice in the building. This brother here, y'all think I got a voice? This brother's voice is on 10, boy. I love his work. Good shout out BZ the voice. BZ Cullins, check him out. You can't miss him. He's next to Phil Lamar. He is Jon Stewart. He's Phil Lamar is the voice of Jon Stewart. BZ is the face and the voice of Jon Stewart. That is just what it is now. That's what it is now. Thanks for following us, BZ. It's been some news that's been dropping. But you know what? I say let's just get into the news first. Oh, let's start off with Agatha. They start filming next month. Agatha Coven of Chaos starts filming in 1 month, according to Catherine Hahn. Okay. They've changed the title. Obviously, it was supposed to be Agatha. What was it? Agatha and
House of Harkness.
Yeah, House of Harkness. That's what it was. And I'm looking forward to this. She revealed it at the Chicago Film Festival. She said we're in the middle of getting the coven ready, and it's going to be delicious. And we start shooting in about a month. All right, Agatha.
Yeah.
Probably one of the catchiest tunes of all season was her song.
Yeah, I'm very curious where this show is going, because this was one of the pieces that got announced that I was like, y'all are just doing whatever the crowd is getting behind. I feel like Agatha got a show just based off the song alone.
It does that, because I know exactly what you mean when they were like, oh, we didn't expect this to be the hit. You know, like it caught like wildfire. And yeah, you're right. We are. It could be another sleeper hit. Yeah, because Catherine Hahn, I've seen her in other stuff. She's funny. She's actually funny. She was good. She was great in WandaVision. And so I am looking forward to seeing what they have, because once again, Marvel has been able to take obscure characters that many people don't know about or don't know the back history of and put them in the forefront. I mean, this is how we are. This is how we got where we are right now. You know, with Werewolf by Night, Guardians of the Galaxy, Moon Knight. You know, so these are characters that, you know, as an avid comic book reader, I know about them, but I didn't really collect those books, but I know of them. You know, now they're in the forefront. It's like, they're getting all this shine, you know, so yeah, and they know how to pick a hell of a soundtrack for a lot of this stuff. I was just telling my wife, I said, there's 2 soundtracks right now from the MCU that I'm really digging. One of them is anything from Guardians of the Galaxy, and then She-Hulk. I literally went back to listen to Missy Elliott all over again because of She-Hulk.
Yeah, I fully trust the hands that it's in. It's just that you couldn't convince me when Phase 4 was starting. They're like, and you know who's getting a spinoff? Agatha Harkness.
Yeah,
but, you know,
didn't see it coming.
Feige we trust.
Yeah, right. That's the new thing now. Like Wills, he says, I think that's been the winning formula for Marvel so far, taking the lesser known characters, giving them a new story to speak. Yeah, you're right. And then just goes to show you, James Gunn knows music. This is true. Peacemaker is another fine example.
Peacemaker is hilarious.
That intro lives rent free in my head. Do you want to taste it? Do you want to really taste it? So crazy. It's such a crazy premise. So it looks like, and this is the rumor, that George McKay, who was the star of the film 1917, this is him in that film, just maybe our next Barry Allen. With all the drama.
Cool.
Yes. I'm for it. You know, I'm all for a lesser known person stepping into the role and taking it over. This is probably why they're doing these reshoots with Ezra Miller right now. Like, yeah, we got to change the ending because what we had ain't working no more.
Yeah.
What you got? He says he got a problem with it. Hey, no, it can't be any worse than Ezra Miller. Let's put it that way. That is the standard now.
Again, as Flash is my favorite hero of any universe, point blank, period. And it's just like, as long as Ezra is gone, like I just need some positive pub at some point. Like, good Lord.
There was literally not a week that went by, and I'm like, okay, he must be drunk or something, you know. And I just saw, because you hear these type of things all the time from Hollywood. So, heck, Matthew Perry just was in the hospital. Well, he's still in the hospital because from drug overuse, I think his spleen burst.
God,
so yeah, I'm like, dude, what were you taking? So
Lord. Oh no.
Yeah, he says, oh no, I mean, no problem. Ezra Miller is literally the low bar. Yeah, he is literally the low bar. They are literally the low bar. This person has nowhere to go but up. Yeah. But we still need Ray Fisher. I don't give a damn. like give him his just due, please. Y'all redeeming things. Rumors are stirring about a certain blue Boy Scout. Where's Ray Fisher in all of this? Come on.
I can't wait for Black Adam to be over.
I'm going this weekend. I actually had an opportunity to go last night on a free ticket, but because I was on another show, shout out to MCU's Bleeding Edge, because we were doing Werewolf by Night and I was already doing that. So I was like, I'm going this weekend. Don't worry about it. I'll be in Columbus. I'm going this weekend. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, here's the thing. I want you to succeed, DC. I want you to succeed. I like The Rock. I like Pierce Brosnan. I need this to work.
Yeah, I shared it to my Instagram stories earlier, but I think The Rock shared out just a blank screen, and it was the audience reaction to whatever the post-credit scene is.
Yeah,
I was like, come on, this is shameful.
Rock is spoiling things, but it's not even so much that. It's just I want to see it. Like it was like, oh, that's not real. I'm like, I need to see that. I need to see. If somebody told me right now, Chris, you just won $1 billion, I need to see that money. I need to see that in my account.
Yeah.
Like you just can't tell me it's there. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. It's just not gonna work. I can't rock that way. I just need to see it. I need to see it so I can be in the theater and literally say, the son of a bitch did it. That's what I want to say. 15 years, but for 7 of them, they've been fighting for this, and the son of a bitch did it. But like I said, I like The Rock. I'm like DC. I like The Rock. He's very charismatic. He's
Absolutely.
He is a box office draw, whether it's in action or for the women's standard, just for aesthetically pleasing, as Candy B would say. He's just fun to watch.
Yeah,
he was like that in wrestling. He's like that in his movies.
He's got it.
He's got it. Like not a lot of people that was in wrestling that left have that kind of formula. He has that formula. He did. Yeah, he did something only. I still, like I said. Well, I still gotta see it. I gotta see it. But I'm looking forward to it. I as we talked about it the other night on Tuesday night show, we were saying, DC was saying it was too many awful reviews or stark reviews or whatever, and I'm just kind of like, look, one thing I've learned: don't trust the reviews. The reviews aren't the same as they used to be. That je ne sais quoi, if you will. Yeah, he does have that je ne sais quoi. I don't know if that's how you spell je ne sais quoi, but I'll roll with
listen,
it.
I don't know. That's not how you spell it either.
Yeah, I failed French, so I don't know. So
the point is, we knew what you were saying.
Yeah. Clovebug52 says DC has excellent cartoons. True, very, very true. Their animated shows and movies, top tier.
Their animated division is like doing laps around Marvel. Like, not even close.
I've never seen any, even their most lower ranked animated films are still top tier. They were just like, even when they changed the voice of Batman like 3-4 times, and yet they still managed to. Right now, Jensen Ackles, who's best known for Supernatural and now Soldier Boy and the Boys,
yeah,
he's now the voice of Batman. He was also the voice of Jason Todd at one point, and people were clamoring for him to do that as a live action. But I'm just like, I'm with it, and they managed to always, their voice casts are always top tier. The pacing on some of these films are top tier. Their shows are amazing. Harley Quinn is absolutely hilarious.
Love that damn show.
He said, he says the animated DC department is the target of movies compared to Marvel. Yeah. Winston Duke also voiced. Yes, I listened to that. If you ever get a chance, it's on Spotify. It's a audio drama of Batman, and Winston Duke is the voice of Bruce Wayne. And before you start flying off the handle, people, go listen to it. I think it's a 10-part series. I listened to it early. It dropped in the summer. I listened to it on my way back from BlurredCon, driving back from Blurred. I was into it.
Enthralled.
I was enthralled. I'm like, I like this. I'm like, I need more of this. Yeah. And so, like, what's Club Bugs? Yeah, she was saying they were saying excellent cartoons, but their movies always falling short, with the exception of Batman films. Yeah. That's their draw. Like that. If you really look at it, even the most of the comics they have sold, that they have running market, Batman.
Yeah.
He's like, it used to be the big three. It used to be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Batman's he just keeps climbing that mark. And the storyline is there. I don't know how they managed to keep doing it, but yeah, he's probably getting Wolverine fatigue, because there was a time where Wolverine was in damn near everything.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a movie, it was a comic. Literally a moment in time where he was on X-Men, he was on, I believe, Extreme X-Men, he was on another X-Men team, and then he was on the Avengers, and he literally was in it. They made a joke in one of the panels where he left the team, one of the X-Men team, in one book, and then, like, in the Avengers, they're in the middle of something, he shows up, he was like, yeah, I had something else to do. It was like, like they're using this guy for everything.
Yeah, it's if Bane didn't break Batman's back, DC is going to break his back.
DC is going to break Batman's back. He said that is true. They beat that horse to death. Yeah. Speaking of mutants, there is this just showed up today, and I want to see this. Hold on, let me close that out. I want to see this little number. So here we go. We're going to show that right quick.
You may feel like an outsider in the world. At Xavier School, you are welcome. Enroll today and step into the world of X, where your gifts are celebrated. Your powers respected. Your experience is elevated. Your community awaits. Join us on September 16th and 17th for an immersive fandom convention weekend like none other, featuring Lenore Zan and Cal Dodd, the voices of Rogue and Wolverine from X-Men, the animated series, legendary comic book writer Chris Claremont, and director and lead animator of X-Men, the animated series, Larry Houston. With photo ops, autographs, panels, vendors, cosplay, and a mansion environment filled with immersive entertainment, it's the can't-miss event of the year for any fan of mutant heroes and villains. Welcome, students. Enroll in Xavier Institute today. Get tickets at www.theuncannyexperience.com.
I'm kind of digging that.
Yeah,
I'm kind of digging it, and I think the draw for me is because, and I think this is a thing now, where you have like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter. Now you got Galaxy's Edge for Star Wars, and I swear to God, I'm gonna make it out there. I'm gonna make it out there. I told my wife, I said, if you take me to either Avengers Campus or Galaxy's Edge, I'm sorry, honey, you might just lost me for the rest of the week. You're not gonna see me until the plane ride home. Because it's just those are things that when you're fully immersed, and for blurs like us, you want to see that, you want to experience that, and like, of course, I want to go to Diagon Alley and have a butterbeer. Why wouldn't I?
exactly.
It made it sound so good. I want one now. Like if you've never watched Harry Potter, watch just the first two at least, because the Great Hall scene, I've never seen that much food in my life. He said, "Yeah, this is why I don't have money."
Yeah, I was about to say, like, before I do the Star Wars drink, I need at least, I don't know, like 20K stacked up. Because I don't want to be the broke boy in the galaxy.
Yeah, right.
Like that's
there's nothing.
that's
Like,
not the
did you go? You're like,
experience I want.
yeah. Did you get a lightsaber? Nah. What'd you get? Just this cup.
I look at other people's lightsabers.
All right. He's like, yeah. I still want to see the Avengers Campus, the Star Trek, the experience. So yeah, these immersive type of campuses is like a thing. And I'm like, did they just crack the code? Like, did they really just crack the code just now? For showing
the happy balance of, like, everyone's telling the new thing now is go touch grass. Like, they're trying to get people to come back outside. Now the outside is back open.
Right. The outside is back open. So like, I think that's a thing, and I'm for it, because before they'd be like, oh, come see this new Superman ride. It's a roller coaster. Like last year, 3 minutes. It was like you like stood in line for 2.5 hours for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. How long were you in line? 3 hours. When'd you come out? Like last week. And so
yeah, coaster's not my thing. Just a personal aside, I was a professional purse holder. Whenever we went to amusement parks, I was proudly on the ground holding purses, clutches, backpacks, whatever y'all need. Because
I don't do them anymore, and it's not fear of heights, because I have none of that. But my son was 13. And we took him to Cedar Point. That was what he wanted to do. Him, and he picked like one of his buddies, took him to Cedar Point, got on the ride with him. I had a blast. And then that ride home, neck got feeling stiff and everything. I'm like, oh, why is it so sore? That's new. What is that? I was just like this. I'm like, next day I was like, wait a minute. That's not supposed to feel like that. So he said, yeah, I don't do roller coasters. It's like, so yeah, it's something. So I steer clear of that. But oh, we got this new roller coaster. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to stand in line for hours on end and only to sit down for 3 minutes. Because see, once I'm down, I just want to sit down. I don't want to get back up. I'm like, take this thing around like 3 more times. Had me standing on this concrete. Oh, yeah. Well, he says I'll hit up everything else, but I don't see the Sonic the Hedgehog stage 1 anymore. That's cool. Yeah, we're good. Very good. Oh my God. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come back. We're doing our Halloween tribute, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, check out my brother Jason from J1Con. Is Yes, hit up the J1 Con November 4th through the 6th. It is celebrating their 10th anniversary, the longest anime and gaming convention owned by a Black person. Shout out to Jason Richardson of J1 Con, owner and creator of this gorgeous event that I will soon get to see one day. Scheduling won't let me get it this time, but also if you get out there, it's also a $40. Hey, Kira. Hey, Kira.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
also you're fine. It's also a $40 pass for the entire weekend. It's in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You can't miss it.
J1.
40, yes, J1 Con, $40. And there's a PS5 raffle that they are having. You can enter as many times as you like. Knock it out the park. But we have our tribute to Halloween ending tonight. So here we go. Well, we have Halloween sequels no one asked for. And we also have celebrating the final girls. Now, what are the final girls, you might be asking? Well, the final girls are normally the women who have survived the entire ordeal of dealing with the bullshit of the slasher that they had to walk through. We're not counting certain ones because some people don't even know their names. They just know the little white girl made it, and you never seen her again in another film. But first off, we're gonna start off with some of the horror films that I came up with that really nobody asked for, and we'll start with Halloween 2. Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So bad he made 2 of them
and got paid for it.
I did too, son of a bitch.
Legit don't even remember this film.
Oh
don't
my
do
God.
it. Don't go back. Don't look back. He'll get you.
You're I would love to say, and I'm going to say it because I'm going to love saying it anyway. The first Halloween that Rob Zombie did would not have been as bad if you could at least see it. You couldn't even see it. It was that dark. I don't care what the aesthetic was that you were going for. I don't care that, he's attacking at night. You still have people that's trying to watch the damn thing. I couldn't see. I literally thought it was the theater that I was in.
Yeah.
And then like maybe a year later, it dropped on cable.
Twice.
And
as
I'm
bad.
like, oh no, it was never the theater. It was never the theater. It was like
it was the decision.
It was the decision. And I shot
decision.
myself in the foot on that one. He says another reason why Rob Zombie was lied to when they said he could direct. Yeah, I agree. And Chloe Bug says, I pretend this movie never existed.
Nobody talks about it.
Yeah. It's like Fight Club. Nobody talks about Fight Club. What's the other one? Oh, we don't talk about Bruno, and we don't talk about Halloween or Halloween 2. So that it was that bad. It was really, really bad. I
have a question.
Yes.
Are Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends going to be on this list somewhere? Because
they should.
I
haven't seen Ends. I've seen Kills.
I liked Kills.
Ends. Kills was very. I wasn't even mad at Kills.
I liked it.
It was just at the end. I'm like,
yeah. How we okay?
I felt
it's too many of y'all. How?
I felt like my issue with Kills was that I felt like Halloween 2018 or whenever I felt like that was a very good ending.
Yeah.
This is like, okay, they
could have
finally
just let
got
it.
Michael, the 3 women, 3 generations of Strode women coming together. They defeated the evil. Like, that was a very good ending to the franchise. And I was like, why the hell are there 2 more of these? What could possibly, what are you about to do?
How are you
Like, what
enriching
could
the
led to
story by making with 2 more
How
enriching?
did you lead to
I'm
this?
using that word. How are you
Yes.
making this story
We're
furthering
using
the
big
story?
words tonight, people.
Oh boy.
It was you're right. You're right. It is a good way. Halloween Kills would have been a great way to just like, hey, boom, there we go. It still had a very much a what the fuck moment. It was moments. But still, that's where you could have left it. And they didn't. And I don't understand why. And like
Money.
yeah,
Like
they
Will
say
said,
they
it's
say it's
money.
Because money.
Yeah, you're right. I probably will need a whole episode to discuss that one. It was, but the fact that we have Halloween Kills, it's hard to not mention the final girl who is Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
The before and in the Halloween Kills version. I don't know what happened. It ends. I didn't watch it yet.
I mean, take your time. It's don't
Yeah,
I'm taking my time. There's no rush. Trust me.
Yeah,
I watched it for free on Peacock, and I want my money back.
Yeah, I want my time back. I do want my time back.
I want to be compensated. I
They-
want to know
They could have
where the
ended this
class action suit
movie.
is.
They could have ended this movie by taking the last 15 minutes of this movie and tacking it onto the second one.
Yeah,
it would have been done.
It has moments. It definitely has some moments. I know Jamie Lee Curtis is like, here's the thing. I like that in Halloween Kills, she's a badass.
Yeah.
She's an absolute badass. She's like, I am not scared of this shit. I've been telling y'all for 40 years. She's like, I've been telling you for 40 years. This shit is happening.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't listening.
No.
I like that. And
well,
the fact that she had traps, and I'm like, oh, she's thought this shit out.
Will, you want to tell him?
What?
You want to about this about Kills? You want to tell him? You want me to tell him?
I've seen Kills. I haven't seen Ends.
What about Michael? And
no, the thing that you liked about Laurie in the second movie is gone until the last couple of minutes in this third. It's gone. They make a point to say that it's gone.
Yeah, she does she tries to shift herself into a happier place, and it just doesn't really
sliced
land.
in the stomach and just laying there in the hospital. Jesus Christ. Will B says, I plead the fifth. I wish I had. I wish I know you was gonna say that. I would have had a Dave Chappelle thing up there. Yeah.
It's also nice of them to let Michael be in the movie every once in a while.
I heard those stories. I'm like, what? Okay, all right. So yeah, that one is nowhere like on my list of oh, I gotta get out there and see it. You know, like let's just put Black Adam is higher up on the hierarchy of me going to see. Yeah,
listen,
I'm going.
I feel like I jumped on it because I saw that Jamie Lee Curtis was like, "Yeah, I'm done." Like she signed paperwork or something saying I'm done. I was like, "Damn, what happened in this movie? I gotta watch these."
I am finished.
It's like, no, y'all got me. Y'all got me good with these last three. You got me.
Yeah,
no more.
So another sequel that no one asked for and they made it anyway was Poltergeist 2.
I wasn't aware this movie existed.
There's 3.
Yeah, there are. There's 3 of them.
Oh, sir, treat yourself.
Yeah.
I forgot what happened in 2.
I forgot most of what happened in 2. I just know whatever was going on with this little girl, this shit was following this family.
Right.
Like it didn't matter. It was like, oh, y'all pissed them off so bad at the house that y'all went to an apartment and it still followed you. That's crazy.
Is this the one with the was it the mirror or the elevator or something in the building was This motherfucker right here. Ooh,
you talking
the
about
teeth.
creepy?
Oh,
This old dude was creepy.
yeah, he
This
played the hell
old
out of that
dude,
role, though. I'm gonna give it to him. He did it right.
And the way he was sounding with the shaky voice, he had the Terrence Howard before Terrence Howard had Terrence Howard. He was little girl. I'm like, no, no. I'm like,
oh no! Wait, Family Guy.
That's what he did. He did sound like
Family Guy.
He sounded like Herbert the pervert.
Oh no!
Oh my God. That old man was
back here.
Get your fat ass back here.
Oh my God. That was horrible. It was so bad. And like as coming up watching it, it never captured 2 or 3. Because by that time the little girl I think she died by 3.
Yeah.
I think, and it like Tom Skerritt was in the 3rd one, and this was in an apartment. I'm like, yo, what is going on? You know, like
nobody asked for this.
The dad, he went off to play coach, and I'm just like, it's like nothing else happened. You know,
he got away from that fucking curse as quickly as possible.
He's another one that wrote the contract. Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. The Ring 2. And why are we playing Rings? Period.
I feel like I saw this, and
I'm very certain I did, but
nothing's coming.
Gone.
Yeah, when you get a sequel of a film, and you have no true recollection about all what's going on, it didn't leave a mark. Everybody can remember the first Poltergeist. Everybody can remember the first Rings. Everybody can remember the first Freddy Krueger and first Jason, and everybody can remember those. But yo, when you start throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to see which noodles is gonna stick to the wall, it just becomes
trash.
Yeah. The Ring 2 was bad. I never watched the first one. Okay, so watch the first one, because the first one had a certain element to it, but after that, don't do bother.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Once again, another movie that allows you to really hate clowns. I'm just saying. Clowns and gnarly trees.
in the Ring too?
No, in Poltergeist. Unless he's talking about the Ring. Unless he's talking about the Ring, it was trash.
Yeah, that was. They were driving that haunted shit person, house, entity, whatever, into the ground in those years. It was
go back to the well, and I'm like, why would you want to go to why?
It's over. It's finished.
Mind your damn business.
Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone, Carrie Ann. They just keep messing with my man Chucky over here. Child's Play 3.
Is this the one where he went to the military school?
No, Child's Play 2 is. Yeah.
All right, I'm a fan of a good pun. That might have accidentally got me in the theater.
I will honestly say Chucky is good for a pun. Always. He's good for a one-liner. It don't matter how bad it is, it just works. However,
not here. There was enough
punning. Child's Play 3 was the military school.
Okay.
That's the one when he came back and realized, oh, Andy is too old. I'm gonna take this little black boy over here. I'm like,
didn't he say I like dark meat in this one?
So he said.
Was it this one that he said that shit?
Yeah, he said something wild.
He absolutely said that shit in this one. I know he did.
And this little boy was so naive. he was like, here, lay down. Let me try this spell on you. Okay.
Sure.
I'm like, dude, you in military school running around with a whole doll that's about half your size.
The little black boy did that?
Yeah.
You gotta stop writing black characters without black people around. Little black boy wouldn't have did that.
Just can't do this type of stuff. Ask Carl, ask Jerome. Where's Jamal at? You know, like we don't have a Jamal. We don't. Oh my God. Yeah. He said that line got said, nobody better than I. You're right. It got said, like you just the stuff that got away with like in the 80s and early 90s, it was so glazed over. Oh, it was so glazed over. It was so bad. What's this one here? Yeah, Blair Witch 2. Book of Shadows.
Yeah, they should have just threw this whole thing away.
So,
like, if you have a premise and the premise worked, why would you then throw away the entire premise to make an actual movie?
Yeah, I tried watching it.
You better than me.
I tried, and I'm just like, it didn't have the same vibe.
I think this movie would have worked a lot better like now, like where they're trying to subvert audiences' expectations a lot more often, but like not right off the back of it. Like when you've made this phenomenal like global hit, like no, we want more of that if you're going to give us a second one.
Yeah, like say that you found another tape or some shit.
Yeah. Like you found that tape, like because you found the tape of what happened, and like we got to find out what happened because that's plausible. That happens.
Yeah. Sure.
That not amongst this group, not on this side of the fence, but we've seen it happen. And I don't know. It's just you talking about stuff that just didn't work. Yeah, that was it. That stuff didn't work at all.
No.
Anything after the first Saw. I'm just anything after. Two was okay.
It was okay. It wasn't a throwaway. It wasn't a throwaway. It wasn't a dumpster fire.
But by the time they got to 3, and then they kept pushing the envelope, I'm like, 1, wasn't this dude supposed to be dead by now? Like he had a whole terminal cancer running in his system. 2, where the hell is he finding all this? I don't care how much industrial machinery he's known and read books on. This shit was just too damn elaborate.
Yeah.
Like he's not putting this up. Like, we found out that he had an apprentice in 2, right?
Yeah, and that's the crazy. Well,
Amanda,
it's not crazy, but it's crazy because you kidnapped the heroin addict, got her head together, she gets out, but then goes back
in,
and then it happened again with the cop.
Yeah,
it was just like. Yeah, it was the fact that the next fight was just how many ways folks can get killed off. It was unalive. Let's say that unalive. They say unalive now. It's so bad that I'm just like, why are we here? They were like, oh, we're going to see the new Jigsaw. Y'all go ahead. I'm good.
No.
The part, what is it? It's a trap where it's a girl and she has to reach into a clear box to get like a vial or something.
Yeah.
And both of the like areas where you can reach in have like blades around them. And so she reaches one hand in and gets stuck. And then reaches the other hand in into the other hole. I was like,
why didn't you just have one hand holding one side up? Like, what the physics of it didn't make sense.
I started laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God, she didn't want to make it out.
No, she didn't.
No.
She didn't. And it was like, it's not making sense at all.
It's like you could literally you have clothes on. You have an entire shirt. You could wrap around your hand. There were so many layers to that, no pun intended, that she could have used. Maybe a little intended. It wasn't. I hate it when writers get lazy. I hate it when they get lazy.
Oh, they get lazy.
It's like, I know y'all's check is already signed, but I have to sit through this. Like, could you make me like you?
Just mention Jigsaw, the people will come running in. I'm like, what? I guess you're right. Jesus. Fright Night 2.
I did not know they made this.
Yeah. First one's a classic.
I didn't see
the first one. The classic. The first one's a classic. The remake they did years later is also a classic because it has Colin Ferguson in it. Colin Ferguson. Is that one? The one who played the Penguin? Yeah, Ferguson.
Colin Farrell.
Farrell. Yeah, Farrell. He was the vampire in the remake. And the guy who played, because he passed away. He played Scotty in the latest Star Trek films, but he passed away.
Oh yeah,
Anton Yelchin.
Yeah.
He was the kid and everything, and I actually liked him. By the way, watch Odd Thomas if you ever get a chance.
Yeah.
I love those books. Loved Odd Thomas books, but this was from the original Fright Night, and then they made a sequel, which was hardly remembered because no one asked for it, and it just not good. Not good. Nothing like that. Pet Sematary 2.
That was
Yeah.
I mean, what is this boy's name?
That's Eddie Furlong.
I mean
John Connor.
and that's it. This was his movie so that he could get Terminator 2.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he was in that movie.
It was just
and the girls thought he was a cutie.
Listen, paid his dues.
Yeah.
Do what you had to do to get where you want to be.
That's a face of meth before meth was a thing.
Right. Look,
and I'm not wrong.
Talk,
I said what I said.
They had a movie on Sci-Fi Channel that I seen years ago, right? You know, one of these movies that normally don't get released at a theater is one of these little, Sci-Fi Channel. And they're showing him now. He's an adult. But I'm looking and I'm like, why does this dude look familiar? So I pull up the info guide and I'm like, that's it. God, dog. And I'm like,
yeah. Rode hard
like
and put away wet. that is that face. That is that face.
He said, "This is what happens when we didn't listen to those PETA commercials with that one sad song."
Oh God,
Sarah McLachlan.
Oh Lord, it was it. After Terminator: Dark Fate, they bumped off John Connor. It didn't matter anyway. So I'm like, guess you wasn't coming back in the sequel. But let me see. We got another one. Hey, that was it. Some honorable mentions. The Rage, Carrie 2.
Was this the one from
that movie?
Was this the sequel to the reboot, or was this the sequel to the original?
This was supposed to be the sequel. It was like the sequel. Not to the reboot, but I guess it's hard.
Or like a continuation or something.
Because there was one that was made for television that had a great scene in it, and I can't even remember who the girl was in the television version. It was made for television version, and there was a great scene, and the guy was getting ready to run her down with the car, and she caused him to crash. And it made it looked like he hit a telephone pole, but he didn't. Like, she was standing dead center of the road, and that's how his car looked. It was a great looking wreck, by the way. I'm like, that was y'all's budget, wasn't it? Because damn, NBC. That was a hell. I was like, it was kind of if you've ever seen the Blues Brothers and realized all those cars that crashed, you'd be like, that budget went out the window when they did that scene. And that was one of those scenes. Like the Rage Carrie 2, it was like, that was what 99.
Yeah, that was a reboot. The sequel. Oh God.
Yeah,
wait, and she wasn't Carrie, right? It was like a stepsister or something.
Something like Rachel Lang.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
Which is weird because I'm like, how do you have a stepsister?
Because Daddy was out here, playing the field. He was magical and all that nonsense.
You sure that wasn't Charlie's daddy from Firestarter going out there making all these babies?
I mean,
because
it's all the same.
because Charlie's parents, they both had abilities, so like it just made sense. I'm gonna go out here and make
it's
some
all the
X-Men.
same Stephen King universe. I don't see why not.
Speaking of which, there is a theory, and it's very solid, about the Stephen King universe. If anybody else did an MCU version of the universe, it was him.
Yeah.
Pay attention to where a lot of his films take place.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to be in the same town or vicinity of said town. Christine,
or there's a mention of it in it, because even in what was the one they just did? And the CBS, the reboot they did on CBS.
The Stand.
The Stand. There's like little mentions of those characters. Like he ties his shit together.
Yeah.
If he wanted to do I feel like he's done a couple of books where there's been characters that have crossed over to one another.
Yeah. Needful Things is another one. It's quite a few. It's quite a few. Yeah, he's right. All happen in the same state. Yeah.
Maine.
You're like, you would not, and I'm just like, oh, let's go to Maine for the weekend.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Ain't nothing up there for me. Mm-mm. Oh, they got great clam chowder. That ain't enough.
I bet they do. I bet they do. They deliver?
Exactly. Do they deliver? Lobster rolls, do it deliver. That's all I need.
That's all I need. I'm gonna be right across the state border.
Right.
They can come in.
Just get it right here and scoot it over with your foot, and then I'll grab it. I'm like,
with a stick, not even your foot. Get a stick and push that across.
Some might be snatching you back, and I don't want no parts of that action. You know how we do. We just like, oh, that's none of my business. I'm gonna go over here and just go mind my damn business. So yeah. He said it has crabs and water. We're good. Yeah. Depending on what side of the fence you're on, you don't want neither one of those. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
I still know what you did last summer.
That is a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm not going to lie.
I'm with you on that one.
That is definitely. I will. You will never actually see me watching it, but I do.
Here's one out of my pocket. Tales from the Hood 2. They could have kept that. They could have kept that one. They could have kept that one. I don't care if Keith David is in it. They could have kept that one. I was pissed, but I was just like, what is this? This is some bullshit. Oh my god, that was pretty bad. Troll 2.
I didn't see Troll 1. So how about that too? Troll 1.
I've seen some. It's funny when you look back at stuff. There's some bad acting in a lot of these 80s movies. There's some bad acting, so bad in the fact that you never see these people again.
On like, anything.
On anything. You might see them at a horror con or something like that. But I'm like, oh yeah, I played such and such. And I'm like, what movie? Troll. I'm like, no, I barely remember that movie.
Wait. Just popped in my head. Have y'all heard of Birdemic? Shock and Terror?
Yes.
What?
You know they made a sequel to this movie?
Yes.
What, Birdemic?
It was on Sci-Fi Channel.
Kira.
No, don't you call my name and ask me to watch this shit. Don't you dare. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I will never.
It's so bad it's good.
No, that is a lie. No. That is a lie propagated by the film industry. I will never fall for that shit. Never again. Never again.
I feel like this dude was trying to make his own version of The Birds. Like he's trying to get in his Hitchcock bag. But the birds in the film look like they were made with MS Paint.
Yeah, it was bad. It's like Sharknado bad. But see, Sharknado was bad. That's the beauty of it.
Sharknado is like, don't you disrespect me like that.
Right? It's like, we know we supposed to be bad. That's the whole purpose. That shit, on the other hand, is not what we supposed to be.
Well, that's not how low we're trying to go.
Right. It was. I seen that scene. I'm like, me and my brother seen that movie. We were just like,
Birdemic is so bad you start laughing. Unfortunately, the director, because everyone was like watching it out of like hilarity, he was like, "Oh, people really like this. I'm going to make basically the same movie and double down on everything that everyone's laughing at." And it's like, "Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't understand why we enjoyed this." Uh-oh.
And it wasn't enjoyment. You're not really enjoying it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get this budget? You know Rob Zombie, don't you? And, you know,
or Taika Waititi, or M. Night Shyamalan. Let's throw them all out there.
Like, they might be in the same pool. They were like,
everybody's under the bus.
They got the same kind of clique that Adam Sandler has with his buddies from Saturday Night Live.
What is going on? That's the real fucking horror movie. That's what needs to be developed.
I will say this: there's loyalty in that camp. I will say that there's and I'm not mad at it. I'm like, you know what? Y'all were all on SNL together, and y'all watched each other's back. I can commend you on that one. I don't care how bad the movie. Yeah, hey, I don't care.
I'm
about to go on vacation for 2 months. Y'all want to come? Only thing y'all need to do is every like 15 minutes a week we're gonna shoot a movie.
What do we do on the set? That's it. Let's go.
Can we write this off? Is there any way we can put this on the taxes?
Yeah,
it's
and so I can't even get mad at Adam Sandler for it, because it's just like, you knew what you were doing. You're the epitome of, I'm gonna make it big and I'm bringing my boys with me.
Yeah. God damn. Not everybody deserves to succeed.
He said, "Hey, you're right, Will. Not all Sandler movies are bad, but they're really."
The over/under is alarming. The over/under for him is alarming,
and I'm just it worked. But if it works in that retrospect, perfect. But something like Birdemic. Yo,
there are children starving. There are children starving.
I got like $10,000 to blow. How are we gonna do this? He's like, we can do this on my Commodore Mac 4 and just make this film.
And MS DOS.
Like, we don't even have Photoshop. That's all right. I got MS Paint.
We got MS Paint.
Oh man, but it was another From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter.
Yeah. I am not familiar with this film,
and neither should you be.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can leave that one. Leave that one where it's at. Why it's so terrible? Let's read about it. This film attempts something interesting by including real 13th century author Ambrose Bierce, but then does nothing with him. It doesn't even have the guts to follow through with the twist of its tone, the title of which it stole for itself. A bloody delve into the bloody past as we discover how the birth of vampire princess Santanico Pandemonium shook Mexico 100 years ago, and yet no Salma Hayek to think of.
She ain't stupid. She ain't gonna be in that fucking movie. Are you kidding me?
I don't blame her.
Ain't no way that woman is in that movie. Wait, and what year did that come
out in? 99.
She wasn't. No, she was on her. I'm a hot chick. I got this hot body. You want this accent and these tatas? You gonna get them, but not in this fucking movie. You got to pay me.
You got me the first time, and that was fine. That got me on the spot. You know, like after that, Tarantino wasn't even a part of this. He was just like, yeah, none of that camp. Tarantino.
Nobody.
What's his name?
There.
Richard. Is it
Donner?
Richard? No, not Donner.
I don't know what
the one that does. He does all the Spy Kids movies, Machete, and all that stuff. He always working with Danny Trejo.
Oh God. Oh. I'm sorry.
I still want to try his
name. Because I know he did a couple of the Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah.
Which I also didn't like, but
I knew you did.
I can tell his stuff. I can tell his stuff on sight. I knew. Anyway, let me go look up this man's name. so I can properly drag him.
So while she's looking it up, we're gonna jump into the final girls. So here's some very notable final girls. First off, we got Julie James from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just I Know What You Did Last Summer. She's an exceptional final girl, but it wouldn't be anything without Miss Brandy Norwood herself, Carla Wilson, because she's
that's not in my contract to die. I ain't one of these hoes. I am not dying in this movie.
This is not happening.
No, thank you.
Like, so I refuse to die by this. We got Will's favorite up here, Tree Gelborn.
Yeah,
from Happy Death Day.
Oh God, yeah, she was good. She was good. I do like her.
She was so good, and then I can honestly say, to go from a slasher film, and then the second one is a slasher / sci-fi / comedy. Yeah. I'm like, for some reason, it worked.
Yeah,
and I wasn't mad. I'm like, and then when it got to, it was at the end that really threw me. I'm like, hold on, y'all took a full turn here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Wait, now y'all part of this clan. Wait a minute. Now I need to see that movie. I want to know what happened. But yeah, Tree Gelborn.
Robert
Thompson.
Rodriguez. By the way,
his name, Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, Nancy Thompson. From
what the hell movie was she in?
Three should have ended it.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Nancy has managed to. She made it in quite a few. And you're right, Will. 3 should have ended it because, like, how far she made it? Damn, how many? Fuck, she made it to like Freddy. Was it Final Nightmare?
Yeah,
yeah. She had a kid and everything by that time.
Yeah, because it was like a movie within a movie about a movie. It was something weird. It was. I couldn't even watch that one. I was just like, yo, y'all just reaching.
Yeah.
I was doing my rundown of horror films to start off the month. Didn't finish, but neither here nor there. It randomly was like Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I had never seen it. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this is the end, right? Like this is another one. This is a very fitting end. Even though in my mind I know there's like 18 more of them. Also, Larry Fishburne is how he is credited.
Yes.
I'm so happy he found Lawrence. I'm so happy.
He said, "I'm happy he found Lawrence."
Yeah,
he won't cuss
Larry's
Larry
a different feeling.
Call him Larry. Yeah, you bet not call that man Larry. My
the
name
Matrix.
is Lawrence.
Morpheus.
My name
Larry
is Lawrence. He does with that Anthony Hopkins style delivery
presentation.
Yeah. Sometimes they come back for more. Another Stephen King book turned film, which didn't make any fucking sense at all. Bad. Wishmaster 3. Hell, Wishmaster 2. I'm sorry. I was just like, y'all ain't learned those lessons yet, you know. Candyman 2.
That was weird.
Candyman 2 was weird.
It was weird.
It was hard to keep up.
Yeah. I honestly don't really know what the fuck. Like, I know I missed stuff in that movie. I know I wasn't paying attention. That's the first problem.
He said, my wish was they should have never made the first one. Oh man.
Wait, Candyman 2 is like a sequel to the first one, or are we talking about like the one the Jordan Peele involved?
No, not that one.
No, the first one. No. The first one.
Actually, that version is not bad. You know, because I've seen worse.
That don't mean it's not bad.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Not bad. It's like
we ain't talking the Rage Scary 2.
Look at his shoes. Like that's
yeah, I wasn't into it, man. I wasn't buying what they were selling.
I mean, it was definitely a lot of chatter, you know, that I could have done without, you know, except for this scene.
Right.
At which point I was just like, she knows every black person in that theater that got to, well, it wasn't in theater because pandemic, but
like,
we got it.
Oscar, best supporting actress.
I was just like, look, no, that's real acting right there. You understand? That's what we do. Don't you say that damn name in this house. Oh, he says, Candyman 2, that entire plot made no sense. Correct. But they didn't stay true to the man. Correct. Don't call for him, and if he doesn't send for you. Also, correct.
It's so simple. It's so easy.
It's that plain. You can't get more simpler than that. Who else we got? Lake Placid 3. Shit, Lake Placid 2.
I was gonna say,
sorry?
what? How did we get
Lake Placid 3?
You gonna sail right over to, like everybody knew that there was a 2.
There was a 2. And you know who wasn't in 2? Betty White. She was smart.
You know she wasn't. You know she wasn't in that. Yeah, I could have told you that, and I ain't seen it.
Like she made the first one. I was like, it's Betty White.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Betty White. We miss you.
At this point, I'm assume every horror movie has a sequel, whether I know about it or not.
Apparently.
He said, well, I was rooting for the alligator in all of them because no black people died in those movies.
That is a fact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, we mentioned Child's Play 3. We might as well mention Seed of Chucky. It had some moments.
It does make me laugh. It does make me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. It does make me laugh.
Well, let me guess. Chucky, aren't you gonna use protection? Babe, we're plastic. We don't need protection.
That shit had me. I'm like, my guy. I closed my eyes and said, well, here we are. Here we are.
Charles Lee Ray is officially a comedian. Cheers to you, Charles. So there's definitely some of those. Other final girls we got. Jamie Lloyd in what is the most convoluted backstory for Michael Myers I've ever heard. This is his niece, who later dies as an adult woman after she gives birth. Don't get me started how to explain it. It was like it's a much later films where she's older, like she's adult now, and it was so fucking weird. Because then that's when what was it, Halloween 5 or 6?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, right, I've never heard of this.
She was the niece. She was a niece that was like in Halloween 3, I want to say, maybe 4.
Not the Rob Zombie Halloween 3.
No. Good Lord, no. Okay. But yeah, she was a little kid, and somehow she had a psychic link with Michael.
What?
Yeah, she had she could see what he was doing. It was
okay.
Weird. It was a weird time. Yep, it was Halloween 6. Mr. Deacon in the building. What's going on, Mr. Deacon?
It's too many because you said it was Halloween.
You
was doing.
I have to admit the Rob Zombies and remember how far back we went. It was 4 through 6.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she had a psychic link with her uncle, and that's how, and this scarred this little girl to the point. By the time 6 came along, she was an adult, and she was having a kid. And when I say it got confusing, and that's when they made Michael seem like he was the epitome of evil, and he was. I don't know. It was something like he was possessed or something. They were so weird. It was so weird. I see why John Carpenter said, you know what? After 2, none of this other shit existed.
You can't redeem them fucking movies. How you gonna come back?
Like after 2, we're wiping the slate clean. But Jamie Lee Curtis, we're wiping the slate clean. We're gonna go Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Like everything else in the middle did not count.
No. It was a fever dream.
It was a fever dream. Oh my god. This is the final girl who seems to have really beaten out. Well, she's probably neck and neck at this point with Laurie Strode, and that's Sidney Prescott.
Hey, Sydney.
Sidney Prescott got to the point where she's like, fuck this. I don't care who's behind the mask. I need to pop their ass and get it over with.
You getting a bullet in the ass. You getting two.
If you don't listen to what I'm saying.
You know what? Matter of fact, you the killer. Pop. That's it.
Or that's it. I actually watched this latest Scream film, and I like Sydney. I like Sydney.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Because everything else, I was just like, would you listen? She's listen.
Like literally everybody else around her has died. You might behoove you to listen.
The guy that taught her is no longer here. Like, and they didn't even listen to him. So Sidney Prescott gets the win.
R.I.P. Dewey. Yeah. Doing dumb shit. That was the dumbest fucking way to go. That was the dumbest fucking way to go in that movie. I was so mad. I was so mad. I'm like, really?
I gotta pop him in the head. I'm like, you could have done that.
You specifically have to do this. You, not Sydney, who's a better shot.
Right. Yeah, you're the cop. She's the better shot. Like,
he gets killed trying to shoot someone up close.
Yes.
Oh, unfortunate.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
He left with them after the guy tried to kill them.
Got him out the hospital.
And came back.
They said, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta shoot him twice. I gotta shoot him twice in the head.
I gotta make sure.
I'm like, you should have did that shit when you were in there.
Yeah. If I leave and come back, I'm assuming you did. Like,
yeah, I'm not saying to find out. You let me. We'll meet at the diner down the block. Let me know how that works out for you.
I'm good. I'm so good.
Ain't no way.
I'm so good.
He didn't deserve to go like that though. They could have done it.
Not like that. I was just like, because I literally thought, I'm like, even though this is happening to him, he'll pull through because he got through all this other way.
No, it was different energy.
It was such a slap in the face. It was like, is my contract done after this?
Yo, I can't work with my ex-wife more than a month. So I got to get out of this somehow.
We got to do this.
Yeah, no, you got to kill me.
I gotta die. I can't stay here with all of this drama. Oh my god! But yeah, so Laurie Strode and Sidney Prescott are taking top notch with this one. As far as the final girls, we don't get too many final girls. However, we do get a final guy.
Is it LL Cool J?
He gets very LL Cool J and Busta Rhymes get honorable mentions. This gentleman, however, got them all beat. This gentleman's name is Roger. Roger is from Night of the Demons. Roger don't play. Show you what I mean.
How a black man survives.
Where the fuck is the goddamn gate? We came into a didn't we?
We're dead. We've all died and gone to hell.
What are you talking about?
Well,
are you going crazy on me, girl? Look, if that's all that's on your mind, you just better shut that mouth of yours. Shit. Hell my ass. Oh, heaven help me.
And gone. And gone.
What?
Roger don't play. Roger don't. Hold on. Roger don't play. Let me take it forward a little bit. And gone. Boom. Roger said, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Shit.
Because that's black code. You seen me running.
And you stay still?
I ain't got time to explain.
Wait, are they making out in the corner? Shut the fuck up.
You all right?
And go. Gone. No questions asked.
Roger, wait for what?
Who's Roger? And why is he waiting?
I'm out.
Wait, how is she? See, now it's suspect to me.
Look at this. He said, wouldn't be me. Out
God
the window.
Damn.
That's dedication right there.
Roger's out the door. Roger said, you ain't gonna get me.
What is going on?
That's Night of the Demons.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah. They didn't show the one scene I like where Roger and the girl are outside the wall and it's a barbed wire just laying there. And they show it on TikTok.
He climbs the
She
barbed
couldn't
wire.
climb it. She couldn't climb because that barbed wire kept cutting her hands. He said, the hell, he like, move. He it was cutting his hands and he goes up. He repels up that brick wall. She's like, help me. He's
Help
like,
you.
I'm out.
Bobby, sorry.
Roger said, I can heal these cuts. I can't come back from being unalive. I can't do it.
Roger was on the track team.
LL Cool J, Buster successfully run the fade and survived. Roger has proven it. Roger ran, so these two brothers can make it happen. Oh my God. I thought I was the only one that knew about Roger. Oh no, the world will know about Roger. We will sing his praises. Roger was the epitome of fuck this mess. I'm out, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, Roger was on one. He left her. Yep.
He left everybody.
Let me tell you how I'm thinking. If I dipped on you at least 3 times, and I know I'm faster than you, and you're still alive, you the killer. You the killer.
Get away from me.
No, bitch.
Stop following me. Why you
either
here?
They're looking for you specifically, or you it. I am not fucking with you no more. Go the fuck that way.
It's so classic. It's so freaking classic. As a matter of fact, I think I can find that version. I don't know how it's going to show up on here because, why not? Let me flip you over there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that.
I forgot about my little, since I'm not in my.
Yeah, let's try that one. Here we go. We got a better version of Roger. Here we go. A more scaled down version of Roger. His greatest hits.
He will leave your ass.
We can't get out. We can't get out.
Roger.
Don't you let your blood taint.
You won't get me.
Notice he said he won't get me.
Right. Okay, come on.
He wasn't even sure he was going to survive that. That's how dedicated he was. Heroes nothing.
Bye. Roger.
You got to go, baby. Sorry, better you than me.
Hero's not in his vocabulary. He is the man, the only black man to do everything right. This is why all black people know the run rule. Thank you, Roger. We give you full applause, Roger, because, like you said, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you, Roger.
Appreciate you.
And Roger tried to let her go first.
He tried. He was like, "No, you ain't setting me up for the fall. Ain't no way."
I tried to be a gentleman, but you still fucked up. I gotta go.
You looking at your hand like what? You got on all this poofy accoutrements in your skirt, and you don't realize to wrap your hands and stuff. No, bitch. Survival of the fittest is clearly not meant for you. You are not part of the team.
Man. Gotta love Roger. Oh my God. We're getting out of here. This has been probably one of my favorite. I like Halloween. As many know. It's the one thing out of fall that I actually like is Halloween. Because we get all these crazy movies and we get to watch some classics. And also we do get bombarded with a bunch of unnecessary sequels and prequels. Jeepers Creepers, The Origin of Looking at You. But Tuesday is our season 8 finale. We have our contestants. We are doing Blurred Nerd Jeopardy. We got prizes. And one of the prizes we got, I'm not going to tell you. You got to tune in, and they got to find out when they get there. But thanks to our sponsors at Ultimate Wireless, they will be sponsoring us with a prize as well. So this will go to the main winner, along with some other gifted prizes that I might have, a nice basket of goodies. But tune in next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. as we do our season 8 finale. You know how we do here at Blurred's Eye View. We always go out with a bang. So why not? So we'll start with the lady of the house.
Every time.
Hey, I gotta switch this over. It's not necessary. It doesn't do it automatically.
Oh, Lord.
Will's like, I am no lady, sir.
Sir, I am no lady. I am no lady. No.
Well, after that Pop the Red episode, I'm like, hey.
She's like, you ain't saying nothing but a word.
Right here. Don't worry. Oh Lord. All right, my name is Kira Brown. I am the proprietor, I don't know, of Room Full of Blurreds. I can be found on Instagram under Room Full of Blurreds. You can find me on Discord if you like, also on Room Full of Blurreds. I am also on TikTok with the name Child of Mandalore, which has a podcast attached to that as well. I don't know why I can't remember any of my stuff. I know it every single week, but every single week it's a challenge. But anyway,
it took me a minute to get my whole spiel for it. I don't even write it down anymore because it's all up here.
Yeah, I gotta do a run through or get like a post-it or something to write on it. But the Child of Mandalore podcast talks about the history of Mandalore, the planet and its people.
Get with it, people. You want to tune in for that one.
It's good.
Will.
I mean, it's your boy will be watching. I am at Mayhem Media, MAYEHEM Media, everywhere that matters. That's your TikTok, your IG, your Facebook, your Twitch, your Twitter. Like I said, and anywhere else. Branding is key.
It is key.
It certainly is.
It is key.
Also helps you don't have to remember 2 different goddamn names for all your stuff.
When he says Brandon is key, guess what? That's where I come in. You say, go to Blurred's Eye View on the IG page. You go to the link tree in the bio. It sends you to all the socials, including Blurred's Eye View podcast on Facebook. You can also catch us on Opulence Radio, Twitch, Blurred's Eye View 1, and you can check me out, Chris.Fury1 as well, where I'm dropping a little bit of everything over there, but mostly on IG with Blurred's Eye View. And we gotta go. But we got one more episode, but that's all right because you can still listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to your podcast, including Opulence Radio. And you'll get to find out great stuff. So tune in next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. as we do our season 8 finale, Blurred Jeopardy. Chime in and see if you know some stuff. I bet you don't.
I bet you don't.
I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Until then, remember to educate yourself in others. Encourage yourself in others.
I mean, you can do both.
Yeah. Educate yourself in others. Entertain yourself in others. Most of all, encourage yourself in others. Until then, this is Chris Fury, the man on the wall, along with his team. We'll be watching, and Kira B. We are out of here. See you next time.
Bye, guys.